Hey there, thank you for joining us. Now, if you're just tuning in, we would like to wish you Happy New Year. My name is Shankri and this is Charita. Now, every year in January, gyms are filled to capacity by people intent on keeping the world's most popular New Year resolution, which is losing weight. Now, it is estimated that 30% to 40% of New Year resolutions made worldwide are in the vein of getting fit and fabulous. But you may be surprised to know that this is also the most commonly broken resolution, and usually within 4 weeks of being made. Yep, that's 1 month. So fear not, people. If you've made a resolution to shed a few pounds like I have, help is at hand. Fitness experts Noel Chelliah and Kimbeley Yap are here to help us keep to our exercise goals, and more importantly, they share how we can keep that resolution going well past February and beyond. Welcome to VBUZZ, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, as Shankri mentioned, a lot of people break their resolutions in February, and for me, that's even a long time. I break it within the first week. It's a very popular resolution for everyone. But just to start off, how can we really calculate what our ideal weight is supposed to be? Maybe, Noel, you can fill us in.
Here's the thing about ideal weight, right? I think the whole thought of how someone should weigh and associating that I should weigh this much in order to look great, or I should weigh this much, is the very root and the start of having body image issues.
Okay.
We think someone maybe in school when we were young would have said something that, oh, you're a little fat, and it stays in the mind of the child. So I believe that there's no real ideal weight for someone. If you're overweight, you would know. If you're underweight, you would know. And that's a much better approach of looking at it instead of saying that I need to weigh this much. And then we set up and create an unrealistic goal, and we get on the scale, and the scale never shows us an answer that we want. And it's one big cycle of never achieving an ideal weight, because what is the ideal weight? I don't know.
But, you just mentioned about creating your goals, right? And I have always believed that goals should be specific. Now, if weight is not the goal, then how does one actually create their fitness goal?
Can I burst the bubble?
Yes, please
for a moment
do.
there?
Please do.
We are actually, we get so many people coming to us at this time of the year. It actually starts like right after Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay? People overeat and they feel guilty and they start coming. We usually tell people not to create New Year's resolutions because chances are high you're going to break it. When it comes to fitness and fat loss, if you want to spend more time with your family, those are all good goals to have. But the reason why we tell them not to create resolutions is that there's research that says that 92% of people fail.
Yeah.
So how about starting it different and not set a resolution, but focus on little habits that you can start, because when you start focusing on the habits and you're consistent with your cycling or your swimming or your walking, the results come instead of keeping your eye at the end goal and failing throughout the whole journey.
That being said, Kimbeley, there is something that a lot of people use to kind of measure your ideal weight, which is the body mass index, and you kind of measure your height and your weight and your age and such. Do you believe this could be beneficial to even follow your BMI?
It is a guide. It is a guide, but try not to be too far away or too far, try to be as close as you can to it, because it is a guide. But then there are some people who have different body types as well, and that, because it's not a one-size-fit-all, I would say, a way, or there is like a prescription that you can give someone.
Because a lot of times when I measure my BMI, it says that I'm underweight, which I'm like, I don't think so. It always suggests to go up a bit, but so it's very confusing, I think.
It can be confusing for some people, but then it's just a guide, and you just want to be as close as you can to it. Athletes have very, very different BMI. We always look like we are lighter than we are, but we are actually heavier, because when we start working out, things start changing from within you. And that can actually be a little confusing for people, because you don't know what's happening outside. You can see what's happening, inside. You can see what's happening outside, but you can't see within what's happening.
Yeah, the muscle mass and everything increases.
And that is something where you need a specific measurement. You need to stand on very, different scale to basically measure all of that.
And these scales are very expensive, first of all, and or you have to have, a fitness membership somewhere to get on these scales. Now, if I'm at home and I work out at home and I feel like my body is getting better, what would be a more accurate measurement of my progress, if it's not the BMI itself?
Your clothes fit better. Your clothes fit better and you feel better as well. You feel more energetic and you can see things that happen, like we talked about sugar just now, right? Your complexion gets better, your energy level stays almost kind of consistent the whole day. And that is something you gauge. Your clothes, that's basically about it, yeah.
The thing is, we like to see a number.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what we did with a whole bunch of our clients lately was we told everyone, hey, everybody, for the next 6 weeks, you're not allowed to step on the scale.
Oh.
People were upset.
No, I like that idea, actually.
Not step on the scale, but you pick a pair of jeans or something and remember how that feels and promise me you won't weigh yourself for 6 weeks. At the end of 6 weeks, put it on again. And everybody was blown away. Because all our life, we've just been on the weighing scale.
Yeah.
And we had people who only lost like 1 kg in 6 weeks, but the difference in their clothing was a lot. So these are people who are finally happy for years of trying and thinking they were never achieving results because they only relied on the scale. Now they were like, 6 weeks, is this? It's like you've always been seeing a result. It's just that the scale doesn't measure everything.
That's a very, very interesting way to look at it. I never thought of, kind of implying that method. But, I know we're trying to stay away from, this term losing weight and numbers and all that. But for those of us out there who are looking for a quick and, easy fix, what's the best way to lose weight?
The best way is really, it all boils down to what you eat.
What you eat, yeah.
It's your diet. If you're eating a lot of junk, it's going to add up. So the quickest way is really to pay attention to what you eat and to consume less than what than you need. And we know this. We know this. But you see, here's the mistake that people make when it starts New Year's. What do? They go to the gym.
Yeah.
First day one, they go. So my suggestion would be to channel all that energy and effort and excitement to cleaning up your diet. How about spend some money? Like, let's say you spend 200 ringgit on a gym membership. How about taking 150 or that 200 ringgit instead of a gym membership? Eat better food, buy more vegetables, learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Instead of spending that money. Both are important, but we tend to focus more energy on working out, which is great, and we need it, but we neglect the diet.
Yeah. I've read somewhere that it's 70% made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I would say 80%.
80%, really? Wow, okay. Now, let's say if someone is already on track, they have been sticking to their workout routine and also they've been eating well. Now, what is an appropriate amount of weight to shed every week? Is there an appropriate weight to shed every week?
Well, it fluctuates sometimes, especially with women. That time of the month and, those kind of things. But then I would say, basically, the people that we work with can actually lose it's possible to lose about a kilo a week.
A kilo a week?
A kilo a week.
So
a kilo a week is still considered safe weight loss.
Okay.
It's not dangerous, extreme. It's very, very doable.
All right.
Provided you have the time to work out and the effort to eat well.
So all those articles online, about diets and exercise recommendations, lose 5 kilos in a week, it's not really safe? Is that what you're saying? No?
You can lose 5 kilos, but 5 kilos of what are you losing?
That's the thing.
Water?
Hair,
or
it can be a lot of things. That's why some people go and weigh themselves with as minimal clothes as they can. Because those are the things that add on, you know.
But here's the thing about quick weight loss. It's motivating. To lose 4 kgs in a month, which is very possible, it's motivating. Because if I start working out and I lose 4 kgs or if my pants start to fit great, in that 1 month, and let's say if I made a resolution to lose weight, in my first month now, I'm supercharged to I'm going to keep going. And that allows you to go on. So quick fat loss is great. it helps you stay motivated.
All right.
Now, at the beginning of the interview, you did mention that, you're not a big fan of this losing weight fast thing, but what we can do is kind of create these habits that can assist us in achieving this. What are some of these goals, exercise goals that we can set for ourselves in 2017 to help with this goal?
I would say anyone watching this show, if you're looking at okay, so how do I get started? It is just to start moving more. So look at getting 30 minutes of, it could be exercise, it could be any form of movement.
Okay.
So this is, and that would usually take care of the whole physical part of it. Whether it's a game, you go swimming, you go cycling. The fitness part is actually quite easy. Right? Next come the habits of your eating habits. So look at getting more water daily. Look at not skipping your meals. Look at getting 1 or 2 servings of vegetables with every meal. Because when you get your vegetables, then there's no room for all the desserts and all those things. So focus on adding the good stuff, adding
There's always room for desserts.
I got sad there. Go on.
Focus on adding,
right.
right? We tend to look at dieting and weight loss as restriction. We tend to look at it as all the joy and all this food is going to be taken away. But how about looking at it as, how about adding more vitamins to what I eat, adding more movement to my daily routine, adding more vegetables, adding more protein-dense foods. You're adding stuff, you're not taking it away.
No, just listening to you talk right there, I'm already pumped to go and work out, Now, like most of us, it's the second day of the year. We're pumped, very motivated to hit the gym. But how do we keep it going throughout the year?
I would like to say you break it down to everyday small goals that, you can maybe count on someone to go out for a run with you, or set an appointment with someone, book a class with a gym or a place where you really enjoy. If you enjoy dancing, go for a dance class. If you enjoy CrossFit, go for a CrossFit class. But try not to do something you don't enjoy, because then that passion, you're not going to love it anyway. You're going to dread it. And when you start dreading things, I think that that hour can pass pretty slow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I completely
Yeah, it's
agree
kind of
with
in
that.
line with our story we had at the latest Buzz, keeping optimistic and positive.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, the two of you, for joining us today and kind of helping us achieve our fitness goals for the year.
Yes. All the
you.
best
Thank
for 2017.
Well, hopefully,
Same to you.
Same to you, and good luck for the rest of the year and everything that you do. And hopefully there's going to be a hashtag Transformation Tuesday.
Yes.
But speaking of Tuesdays, let's talk what's happening tomorrow on VBUZZ.
Yes, in keeping with our New Year's resolutions theme, we'd like to resolve the curb food wastage, and we discussed that with Hayati Ismail, the Operations Director of the Food Aid Foundation.
We also have a chat with the Eco Knights about the battle to get Malaysians to reduce, reuse and recycle.
And we take a look at Wait, another Jason Lim Productions social project that puts Malaysians to the test.
Interesting. Keep writing to us at vbuzz@astro.com.my and do follow us on Instagram at vbuzz_HD. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Shankri.
And I'm Sharita. Have a great night.